Good evening, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, welcome. My name is Jordie James, and thank you so much for joining me for the next 15 minutes. As I have started over the last month, I have pulled a couple of cards from a deck my friend who actually did these, I absolutely love them. They're called Inner Soul Guidance Oracle by Leanne Winston and Deb Gilmore. Now, Leanne is a good friend of mine. I've done a lot of training side by side with her. So she's an absolute gorgeous soul. So what's really interesting today, I really had, not to say nothing to talk about, but what was really interesting is at the moment over here in Australia, we've got the Are You OK Day. Now, it is a specific day to ask people, are you okay? But you can do this every day. It's not something, just brings our awareness to be more sort of observant in how people are around you and what they're going through, and just holding space for them, if that makes sense. And it was really interesting because now I just said that, one of the cards that came up, and it's beautifully foiled, so it's going to give me a little bit of a flare, which is awesome, is the owl. Now, it says, be observant. It is a time to see things more clearly. Draw on your feminine energy. But what it is, it's just looking after the emotional side of us. Both masculine and feminine energy do have the emotion, but being observant with other people, knowing that, are they okay? Are they going through things that they just need that shoulder to cry on, or do they need that support to hold space for? And so today is a real dominant day for that, because we over here are going through, as I call them, safety operating procedures for public health, not the L word. It's really important to make sure that our friends and family are okay. So for me to say that, and for this card to come up, it's being more observant of, one, firstly, are you okay? Two, are the family and friends around you okay? Now, I know over in the beautiful Northern Hemisphere that you're going into fall, and I know there is sniffles up. We've gone into spring, so we've got the sniffles and everything like that. But looking after yourself is one of the key things that we need to do as well, and looking after the fellow man. But sometimes it does come with a little bit of argy-bargy, but honestly, if we look after ourselves and then we ripple effect out to other people, that's the main message for me today, is to really know that, because the other card was web, and when we have connections to other people, that also energy connects with us as well. So we need to sort of make sure that if someone's not like 100%, that we look after ourselves, so then we can look after them. And that's the biggest key, I feel, about being the observer today, is observing how people who are around you, are they okay? Do they need support? Do you have the facility to support them? If not, do you have other people that you can guide them to help? So we have a beautiful lifeline over here in Australia. So I think you guys will have different phone numbers to call and just have a support person on the other side, just to give you a little bit of I've got someone to talk to if you're alone. So, but reach out to those beautiful people that are by themselves, or they do need that little bit of extra support, because I tell you, if it goes around, it comes around. So if we give out, it comes back. And then it's just that beautiful cycle of love and even shadow work. Like, we do need to make sure we've got people that support us to, if we are going through a bit of shadow work, if we are going through our, oh my God, we've got to go through our fears, as long as you know that you've got someone to turn to help you nut out, or even help you to vent that shadow side of you, it's really important, because those shadows can also be the blocks of you allowing to go forward in your work or your relationships or money even. I see people with blocks. I know I used to have them. So when I'm observant of, okay, I need to go through my finances, what's blocking me, what's my hurdles, 9 times out of 10, it's the extra voice in my head going, you can't do this. You're not able to do this. You're not worthy of this. So that's the little awesome ego voice that we have. So being aware of where you are in your self-care regime will also be able to give out to other people as well. So please be careful for yourself. Be the carefulness, thank you, is more the word, of for yourself. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is the web. Now, our little drop in the ocean might be just a drop in the ocean, but that ripple effect of what we do, it goes out tenfold sometimes. So just be aware of that web. So just remember that little encouragement, that little piece of information or that shoulder that you gave to that beautiful person will come back to you as well. So always be, it's just like I want to go be in that good space, but definitely know that we always have light and dark. There is never just light because, as they say, that there's no dark without light and there's no light without dark. So have those two beautiful sort of emotions and energies in balance, we become quite a balanced person. So I'm just waiting for my caller to come in. So I'm very excited to have that person. But yeah, so these cards are absolutely gorgeous. So I've got the web as well. And this is the other thing too with the web is the hard work is behind you. So if you've been doing a bit of work on yourself, it's behind you. Now it's time to go forward. So I hope that makes sense to everyone. I do love these cards. They're absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, so I'm just waiting for my first caller to come in, but I'll keep talking. And I'll just tell you a little bit about what I'm doing at the moment. I do international calls. You can call me. We can do Zoom calls. We can do all different ways of doing it. At the present moment, I've actually got a September special that is, or springtime special, which obviously is fall over in the Northern Hemisphere of, if you're interested, it's for half an hour and I do an oracle reading with a deck of cards and it covers all aspects of your life on a psychic level. So psychic is all about health, wealth, sort of work, family, relationships, all those sort of things that sort of affect us in our everyday life. And it's really, it's taken off quite well. So please go over to my Facebook page, Jordie Janes Psychic Medium, and also my Insta, Jordie Janes Medium, Jordie_Janes_medium. And my website is it's nearly there. I reckon about a week and I'll be done. So I know I've been jumping on about that constantly, but I just want to say there's an aspect here of really loving the fact that when we have a little bit more direction, even though we've got to do work on ourselves, the direction or just that little bit of the branch of the tree that we go, oh yeah, I've done that, tick that off, then we can move forward, because sometimes the hurdles can really block us. And I know September is my kryptonite month. So when I even go through personal shadow work, and September always seems to be my shadow month. Don't know why, don't know how, but it just always seems to be my month. And I know that when the inner, like that really ego inner voice sort of comes up, I will go, hold on a second. I need to understand this and be the observer, which is the owl, be the observer on what's affecting me. Why is my head going 100 miles an hour? So I hope that makes sense, everyone. I've only got a couple of minutes left. So I honestly, I can't even hear my producer. So I hope he's still there. And I really would like you guys just to sit back and even write down like a journal prompt and go, what are my goals? What do I need to work on to make sure that I'm okay? And always look out for and have those beautiful sort of connections in a sense of thank you. What I'm trying to say is make sure you've got those phone numbers, that's the support phone numbers that it's that you've got handy. So when you've got someone that has certain issues, certain problems, or certain things in life that you just go, look, I'm not qualified, because only qualified people can really help. And I do say to all my students and all my clients, I'm not a medical intuitive. I am not a counselor as such, but I am working on that as well. I'm looking into doing that too. But even though my stuff is, I don't have time. No, I don't have time. I just feel like I want to go there. I just need you to look at having phone numbers for that person that's a support person for that. So you can support the person with the phone numbers, if that makes sense, if you're not there. So I do apologize. I don't think I have time for the caller today. But thank you so much, everyone. Have a lovely, lovely week. I will catch up with you next week. The little gremlins technology is working today. God bless them. Have a great day. And I hope that little talk and that just helped you a little bit just to care for you and care for your loved ones around you. Blessings and hugs. I'll talk to you next week. Bye.